Drake, where's the door hole?
What's up, my interstellar fellas, and welcome back, yes back, to another episode of Ranking the Albums. This year's where I take my favorite albums from my favorite artists and rank their songs based on how much I like them. And wouldn't today be a more than appropriate day to check out the album Drake You Sure Josh, Josh You Sure Drake by Millennial Dream Corp. Wait, you don't know who Millennial Dream Corp is? Allow me to explain. Millennial Dream Corp is an interesting concept. It was a crowdsourced vaporwave project that was announced on 4chan's music board. All of the albums are primarily focused on early 2000s stuff, which Drake and Josh happen to be the theme for this one. Other than that, not much is known about who started this thing. Now I actually found out about this album through the video 10 Strange and Mysterious Albums on Bandcamp by Pad Chennington. And since I've recently watched Drake and Josh for the first time, yeah, I know, I was more of an iCarly kid, don't judge me. I thought I would check this thing out. Drake You Sure Josh, Josh You Sure Drake is Millennial Dream Corp's first album, luckily being released before all of the Drake Bell controversy on July 16th of 2014. It has a total of 30 tracks and a total runtime of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 25 seconds. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this episode of Ranking the Albums. Now I'm doing the standard order today just because of the way this video is being set up. I decided to proudly nominate this song for first place. Opera Aishiteru. I find this song seriously addicting. I don't know if it's because of the sample being used here, or the speeding up and the slowing down, or that sort of bit-crushed, Game Boy-like aesthetic to it, but I don't know. Whatever it is, this song just really sticks out to me, and I love it so much. The only complaint I have is that it's too short. It could have at least gone for like 2 more loops in my opinion. And I've decided second place should go to Gay Dream. This song is a careful mix of unnerving and kind of funny. Although there wasn't much done in terms of sample transformation, Josh Peck swearing his ass off on top of these angelic vocals really gives this song an interesting feeling.
Cause all you do is fucking prance around school talking about your fucking faggoty fairy fathers. I'll tell you what! I don't want to hear about your fucking fathers and how they're assholes.
And I've decided third place should go to Channel 2. This one has a sort of depressing feel to it. This one's very classic vaporwave. The sample's slowed to perfection, and it has that sense of emptiness that I like in a lot of vaporwave tracks.
You promised you'd back up. How dare you marry my evil? Don't get mad at me. You told me this was a friendship ceremony. I thought it was. Well, we're really good friends now. Look, I think it's cute that you have a little crush on Susan.
And I've decided fourth place should go to Megan Memory, Jubu ni Kyojoku Dato wa Omowanai Puff Pepper. This one also has a slowed to perfection sample. It's calm, it's relaxing, and very atmospheric. Probably the most atmospheric and well thought out track on this album. If I'm being honest, if you remove the Drake and Josh clips, I feel like this could be on a completely different album and it wouldn't be out of place. And I decided fifth place should go to
Time to make some salsa. Sometimes we plan to do one thing, something totally.
Unagi Boob. I love the way the background sample drones on and on. It makes this song so addicting for me. And coupled with the Drake and Josh clips on top, I feel like this is the prime example of what the story of this album is trying to portray. And I've decided sixth place should go to
Because with all the pain and hunger and disease in the world, there's really no better use of my time than to make sure every blessed cup holder is rock solid steady.
Crazy Steve 420. This one also has a similar quality to Unagi Boob, which is that perfectly looped background sample. Although there wasn't a lot of work done on this one. Despite that, I really like the way this one sounds. You could argue that the clips of Crazy Steve kind of ruin the experience, but I think it actually adds to it. It's sort of the stark contrast between this nice rock instrumental and Crazy Steve's mad ramblings.
now that I've done all that,
Somebody's gonna be watching it! Somebody's gonna be an organ donor before their 17th birthday!
And I decided 7th place should go to... It's Spherical, trademark. I love the effects on this one. They make this track kind of high energy and a very interesting listen. I don't even have any complaints for this one, it's just strange. And I decided 8th place should go to... Kimyo na Mirai. Kimyo is one way to describe this song. I want to say this track doesn't really fit, but at the point of the album this song plays, I don't even know what the hell fits on this album anymore. This honestly kind of sounds like something Vectroid would make back in her Vaporwave years. I mean, it really sounds like something Vectroid would make. Did Vectroid submit a track for this album? I don't know, whatever. It's my type of Vaporwave, but I don't feel like I should be higher up on this list. And I've decided 9th place should go to... Zuto Mae, way back. Now this may seem weird to some of you, and I'm not sure of another way to put this. I feel like this is the most Drake and Josh sounding song on this album, minus Soul Man and It's Spherical. The guitar in this sample kind of sounds like something Drake would be playing when doodling around on his guitar, and I feel like this track should have been the paragon for the rest of them, but it just kind of falls apart after the first 4. Anyways, this is a killer intro track. And I decided 10th place should go to...
Where's Drake? We're at chemistry exam, starts less than half an hour.
Opera Geru na Bigaku, aesthetic Oprah Gale. I like the rock sample being used here. It's very Green Day-like even though it's not Green Day, and it really hits me right in the nostalgia. Despite that, I don't think it should be higher up on this list.
How can you just take the car and leave me stranded? Hey, when did you call something? I need my shoe.
I'm not going to school. My class is going to go on.
Now like I mentioned earlier, there's 30 tracks on this album, and to keep this video from being 10 hours long, I'm just going to go through a montage of the next few songs and add my commentary where I feel necessary. And 11th place will go to... Josh, Kimi no Koto ga Suki Kamoshirenai.
I wouldn't count on that.
12th place.
Foam finger.
Foam Finger number 1.
Finger.
Thirteenth place. Ayamaru Too Late. 14th place. Denpo no Aji. 15th place. Mi O Brother Hagushite. I'm pretty sure this is the only non-sampled track on this album, and it sounds like this genre of music that I can't put my finger on right now, but it kinda sounds like some actual effort went into this one.
you're gonna be mine.
16th place. Summer Blaze Yon Niju.
I do that.
17th place. Soul_Man Tamashi no Otoko. 18th place. Crazy Steve.
So, now that I've done all that,
Somebody's gonna be watching it! Glock, but it I... Somebody's gonna be an organ!
19th place. More My Speed Gota Kosoku Iku.
So good. So hippies watching this beat theater 7.
20th place. Go Hyaku Gigawatt Condensa.
So I'm telling you exactly.
21st place. GameSphere AN no Chi. 22nd place. Shonen Shakunetsu. I like the Green Day loop on this track, but I feel like they really could have turned the volume down on the Drake and Josh clips. 23rd place. Young Kizugusuri Love. This is the first track to completely blow the style of this album out of the water. Like, what even is this, a trap remix? This is the only track that I can confidently say doesn't belong on this album, just because it's barely experimental at all. 24th place.
Now, to make chicken paillard, you must first pound.
Schneider Kin Bakery. This one's very weird and eerie. I feel like the only notable thing about this song is the sample transformation at play here. I had no idea what the sample was until I sped it up. Have a listen, you might recognize this one. 25th place. We're not friends, we're brothers.
Want me in his life? Fine with me. Is it? Yes. Is it? Yes, and let me tell you a little something, alright? He needs me.
26th place.
And I slammed the door in her face.
Mindy ni gai ai ni 00 roku.
Says I love you. Then is the time to cut and run.
27th place. Sorry kanta ni sore otoru. 28th place. Laugh Joyfuru Kajo Seshu. This track is extremely boring. Even the Chief Keef sample doesn't salvage it. It also makes me think of this meme, which kinda ruins it for me. '29th place. He Shin Got Shin Away. This one is, I don't even know what the hell this is. It's very creepypasta-like, for lack of a better term. It's kinda eerie, I don't know what the sample is, it's a weird song. Let's just go on to the last song, shall we? And last, but definitely least. Dune Itami Otomo Nau Joyride. This song was just not put together well. The sample could have sounded nice, but it just doesn't. There's parts of it where it gets very loud and it sucks and I don't like it. Which, if you listen to this album, is probably something you noticed before. A lot of these songs get loud, which definitely kills the mood for me.
The bar sounds great. Yeah. You know where it sounds even better?
And it looks like we've run out of tracks. Based on an average of the arbitrary scores I gave each individual track, this album gets a totally average 6.7 out of 10. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like this is a joke album that some people took more seriously than others. I mean, look at some of the album covers here. They were clearly made with memes in mind. In fact, now I'm curious. If you're watching this video and you happen to be a part of this project, please tell me down in the comments below whether you took this seriously or not. Anyways, the concept for Millennial Dream Corp was very unique at the time. Instead of taking vintage 80s and 70s samples, why don't we take early 2000s samples? That's pretty nostalgic. Which I wholly agree with that. Listening to a bunch of songs that I haven't listened to in a long ass time was very nostalgic. And it sucks to see that this project failed so early. In fact, there were 15 projects in the works that were supposed to come out after their second album, Hey Arnold Sakahedo. Many of these projects seemed extremely interesting too. Their third album was supposed to be SpongeBob themed, and they were going to do many other interesting ones, like King of the Hill, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, and Chris Chan. That would be a trip, I tell you. Dimensional merge vibes. But yeah, if you go to their wiki page and check out the projects, basically every single link you're gonna click on will lead to a dead unarchived page, which sucks because I would have loved to hear what they sounded like. And it seems like while there was a ton of support for this project, the person who initially started it completely ditched by the time they're working on the third album. But it's not like it can't be revived because it's crowdsourced. Theoretically, someone could make a Millennial Dream Corp right now, but no one seems up to the task of reviving this. But anyways, not all good things are meant to last, especially when they die within the first year they were created. And it looks like that was it for this video. As always, the links for this stuff will be down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. And until next time, this has been your boy, Starman64, now shooting in orbit. Pew!